Enthralling match between the Golden Bears and the Gales. Kick off for the Golden Bears. The ball played to Lima. Boone getting in an early tackle with Savetti. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, folks. If you're in the Berkeley area, you may want to come and join us here. 74 degrees, sunshine, not a cloud in the sky, and the Gales will go off to an early start for shot. 35 seconds in, the Gales get an early shot, not quite on frame, but definitely asking questions of the Golden Bears defense. That this is not going to be just a there's going to be a lot that's happening in this match, and I think early on you can see the attacking initiative of the Gales. Your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. I think definitely pressuring a team's backline early on is a really great way to test them. We've seen that already, and the Gales have already gotten a pretty good look at it, the goal.
The Gales starting lineup today. In goal, number 11, Kate Plachi. Number 2, Amar Barthel, midfield forward, 5'5" grad student. Number 3, Amari Higgs in defense. Number 7, Tessa Silvestrin. Number 14, playing midfield is Savannah Swartzy. Number 20, Alessandra Toll in defense, a 5'4" junior. Number 21, Brianna Savetti, a forward, 5'9". Number 22, Clea Gathright in defense. Number 31, Sydney Middle, forward, 5'5" sophomore. Number 32, Emmy Ennis in defense at 5'6". And number 34, Maddie Lucas in midfield at 5'9". And even as we are reading the lineups there's lots of action. Ball was crossed over, and it's you can see that there's not much time to do anything but be locked into high-quality soccer.
Yes.
Mia, what do you think?
Yeah, that was a great cross in. Skylar had it covered. Yeah, we'll see lots more of that, I'm sure, this match.
Good work in the midfield. Leontini battling number 14, Savannah Swartzy, who holds her off and maintains possession, which is not easy to do. I haven't seen Leontini not win the ball back in the midfield in an occasion like that, and so that's good work by number 14. Ball played into touch. We're in the third minute here. Edward Stadium. Starting lineup for the Golden Bears. At 00 is Kelly McManus, 5'11" graduate student transferring from UCLA. At number 4, Reese Doherty in midfield, 5'8" sophomore. At number 8, Alexis Wright from Atlanta, Georgia, forward, scored in the last match as well. Number 12, Carly Lima, who also scored a brace. 2 goals in the last match, a forward, 5'10" senior. Number 14, Malia McMahon, a defender, 5'9", sophomore. Number 19, Courtney Boone, the defense, 5'6" senior. Number 22, Julia Leontini, midfield, 5'7" graduate student. Number 25, Campbell Carroll in midfield, 5'10", forward. Number 29, Skylar Briggs, a defender, who's a 5th-year student. And number 39, Noel Bonflasher, who's in the midfield for the Golden Bears. They are coached by head coach Neil McGuire, and Corey Callahan, and assistant coaches Alex Sunley and Rachel Mersick. Should also note the coaching staff for St. Mary's with head coach Teresa Romagnolo in a fifth season there, Washington, University of Washington product. Assistant coach is Emily Kruger, who actually is a Cal alum, in her 8th year there, and Malia Cameron. Also opportunity there with Von Flasher.
Yep. I'm really proud of Noelle this season. Normally she plays in the midfield, but she's been moved out to the left flank this season, and she's really taken it on really well and adjusted really well because it really is different out there from the midfield. But she's handled it with a lot of grace. It's been great to watch her.
Yeah, it's one thing to play another position, but then also coming back, returning from injury, right, and just sort of finding your stride again. So I think that speaks to her quality that she's been able to adapt and find her stride, albeit in another position. Yeah. Golden Bears are wearing the blue uniforms, and the Gales are wearing the customary red. Not the red of Stanford, but red nevertheless. But speaking of Stanford, the Gales, as Fontana mentioned, in their last outing, played against Stanford and lost only 1-0, and it was a good match. Got a chance to talk in pre-production with head coach Roma Magnolo, and she shared that it was a close match, that they gave up a goal in the 10th minute. And had opportunities to equalize and only allowed 8 shots. And I think, Fontana, in our pre-production conversation, you talked about how good the Gales' defense is. And sounds like that was the case against Stanford.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Gales just historically have been really organized defensively, and it is really difficult for teams to break down.
Tell me, for those who are less familiar with, what a good defense does, what is it that perhaps they do or other good teams do defensively that makes it more difficult? Now, folks should know that you're an attacker, a left-footed attacker. And for those of you who know us, I actually have a call her Fontana from Montana, even though she's from Burlingame, California. But I actually have to give a shout out to a commentator who did a broadcast for the Stanford game. So actually, I didn't make that name up, but we've adopted it because you scored a banger that the commentator said, Fontana all the way from Montana, right? So you're an attacker at heart. But when you think about a good defense, when you think about a good defending, what is it that maybe makes a good defense stand apart?
Yeah, I mean, I would really say it's just all being on the same page. Like, you have a system, and if one person's, not on the same page as the rest of the team, it can really cause the whole defensive structure to fall apart. And here we see, St. Mary's really being on the same page, and it makes it really difficult for, teams to break them down, especially with them being pretty heavily with man marking traditionally.
There you have it, folks. From a goal scorer's mouth, as the Gales looking to continue to build on their good performance against number 1 ranked Stanford, right? The ACC, there are 6 ACC schools that are currently ranked in United Soccer Coaches pool, and that includes number 1 Stanford, number 2 Virginia, and number 3 Virginia State. And so when we think about even this match being the last non-conference match for a while for the Golden Bears before they take on ACC opponents, I'm imagining that this is a critical match for them.
Yeah, definitely. I think a win for the Bears here will really solidify their confidence as they, travel east next week. So I think, they're definitely looking for a win today.
Gales looking to build an attack from the back down the left. Ran out of a little real estate there. In talking to Coach Roma Magnolo before the match, Fontana, she talked about some players to watch, and she talked about Tessa Silvestrin, who's actually the leading goal scorer, number 7, one to watch for our audience out there. And she also mentioned Brianna Salvetti, number 21, who was the leading goal scorer last year. Hasn't scored yet this year, but has been threatening. And so perhaps Coach is giving us some intel there that, there's someone that, if you're an audience member, you want to keep your eye on her. Goal scorers typically aren't kept off the score sheet forever. And so I think Coach is letting us know that perhaps number 21, Salvetti, is one to watch in this match. So we'll see how that plays out. But they come into the match encouraged based on what the coach shared with us. And similarly, the Golden Bears, Fontana mentioned that this match is not a rivalry on paper, but it's a rivalry game, right? For those who aren't familiar with the Bay Area, St. Mary's is in Moraga, which is only about 13 miles away from the University of California, Berkeley. So we're neighbors. Even though Stanford are our rivals, St. Mary's are closer geographically. And the ball is whipped in. That's a good cross. Danger! Woo! That was a great cross. That was a header that if it's on frame, Fontana, I think the Gales are wheeling away and celebrating along the touchline. Their number 7, Tessa Silvestri, would like to have added to her goal tally.
Yeah, no, definitely. It just goes to show how dangerous she is in that front line. She came super close right there. Could have easily been 5 goals on the season for her. Definitely have to keep an eye out for her, but it was a great look. And I think, didn't Kelly McManus not get a touch on that?
Yeah, maybe that helped to sort of just influence her sight. I think Silvestri would have liked to have had that, get that one back and heading it back either to where it came from or really just to the far post there that seemed to be unoccupied. I don't know if keepers get into that one.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was a great cross.
That was an excellent look.
We're inside of the 12th minute here. You listen to the voice of Cal Soccer with your guy, Dr. Ty, and Mia Fontana. Good work by Lima, flicking over defenders, doing yeoman's work there. Your woman's work with a good pass there to Briggs, who plays it into a dangerous area. No one there to turn that good cross into a promising goal scoring opportunity. But certainly you can see Carly Lima doing more than scoring goals, also marshaling the attack and really being a focus of all the good things that the Golden Bears do in attack.
Yeah, I would like to give a little shout out to Carly. This week she won 3 different honors with winning the ACC Offensive Player of the Week, Top Drawer Soccer Player of the Week, and NCAA Player of the Week. Very deserving for her. Super excited for her, and I really can't see what the rest of season holds for her.
Lima will be closely watched by Amari Hicks, who's coming across even now. Excuse me, that's Kalia Gothright. But Amari Hicks is also there keeping a good eye on her. Gothright did well there to just be in great position to see her off and cause a little bit of a miscontrol. Gothright, we're in number 22. Hicks, we're in number 3. And they will be keenly aware of who Carly Lima is. And the Gales also look like, if you don't know some of their names, you will by the end of this match as well. High quality soccer on both sides of the pitch here with a beautiful ball that's played out wide to Emmy Ennis, who's taking space and wisely making a run through the middle of the pitch. Good run. Pass wasn't as good as the run, but good work and even good defensive line there with Lima actually standing in an offside position. And so I think that's probably what you were talking about as far as well-organized defense, right?
Yes, definitely.
To the untrained eye, they may not have seen that, but Carly actually had to come back because she knew that she was in an offside position. And this is a dangerous ball. Ball is in.
Wow. That was great work on Malia to, win the body space there and sail across her and just shield that one out of bounds. And yeah.
Salvetti was side on. Looked like that could have been any person's ball. It was sort of a one-on-one. From our angle, it looked like she was actually in. But Malia was able to track back. But we have a corner here. Ball is whipped in. Good cross. Good punch. Doherty controlling. To right. Back to Briggs. To Lima. Loses control. Good work. Gathright. looks like a classy defender to me. I know we're only 15 minutes in, but I know a footballer when I see one. I know a soccer player when I see one. Her touch was class. You saw the shoulder to shoulder. She looked like she's saying, Carly Lima, I'm not interested in how many girls you've scored anywhere else. We're here to play.
Definitely.
Right to Briggs, to Leontini. Leontini looking to play in right. Linesman's flag goes up. And it's offside. Quiet crowd so far here at Edwards Stadium. It's a good, decent crowd that's here, but you don't hear a whole lot of home field advantage yet, Fontana. This would be the time when we need our fans to, the Cal fans to cheer,
Yeah.
and the Gale fans to also cheer. I actually don't see a lot of red here either yet. I mean, I see more blue, but we will see how things materialize, particularly as we get maybe past 5 p.m. or closer to 5, and maybe people will make their way through the Bay Area traffic to get here. But it's good to see teams here represented. I see Cal men's soccer here. I see a field hockey team here. I anticipate that we will see some Gale fans as well continue to make their way through the turnstiles. As Leontini picks up the ball, seeking to cross. Well blocked by number 32, Emmy Ennis. And we've said her name a couple of times already. See a theme emerging. It's a good ball by Leontini. One flasher trying to run onto it. It's cleaned up nicely by Plachy, Kate Plachy. Oh, good work in the midfield by Emma Barthel with some nice footwork. Confident on the ball, eluding Leontini. And she's running, looking for the ball again. That's always a good sign when you're 6, when your center midfielder wants the ball, right? She wants the ball.
Yes.
Has the ball. It's playing now. Good work. It's good work by Amari Hicks. Excuse me. I think that's Amari Hicks. So can't really see her jersey very well. 31. Excuse us. That's Sydney Middahl. Sydney Middahl. All we could see was a 3 from our angle. Has a long flowing here in the back that was covering up her other number. That's a good run by Middahl. Yeah, you saw that fancy footwork with Sydney Middahl there, and Barthel in the midfield as well. There's you see some players.
Yeah, I know. I always love seeing midfielders do a little bit of some craftiness. It's always just nice to adds a nice element to someone's play.
Let me ask you this question. How long does it take for you to determine the quality of your opponent? Let's get to the after this with Lima using her pace. It looks like Lima is advocating, and the lines person has disagreed, and the referee has also agreed that it's a goal kick. For you, Fontana, how long does it take for you to sort of size up somebody? Like, does it take long for you to determine that? Man, I think I'm gonna take this person. I'm gonna take him for lunch here. Like, this person might be really good. Like, how quickly does that happen on the pitch for you?
Honestly, you can kind of really just tell within the first 10 minutes, I would argue. Just depends on how much someone gets a ball or not. Someone's on one day or off another day. But, traditionally we also, know who we're kind of going up against.
That's good work. That's a good cross. That is good work by Tessa Silvestrin. And the team, the Gales are standing, clapping. They're encouraged, and they should be. Not many people have Skylar Briggs sliding across the ball, and knowing Skylar Briggs, Skylar said, she was up on her feet quick to try to recover, but that's good work. That doesn't happen every single day. That's good work. The Gales are here to play. This is going to be an interesting match. Second corner for the Gales here. That one's a bit deep. Klaus, first time calling her name for the day. That says a lot as well, I think. We've said her name a lot more earlier in matches in the past. I think that speaks to perhaps how well the Gales are playing. We're inside of the 21st minute. 20 minutes played. Score is 0-0 here. Goldman Field at Edwards Stadium on the campus of the University of California, Berkeley. 0-0 between the Golden Bears and the St. Mary's College Gales. Good ball by Leontini. It's there! Go, 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 Golden Bears! Noel Bonflasher with the diving header. Ball crossed the put on a platter by Lima, and Noel heads that one upper 90-ish Fontana to make the score 1-0 for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, that was a beautiful goal.
California won.
There's such a
St.
class cross to begin with, and even classier finish. Love to see that for Noel. Very deserving. That was wow.
She's going to enjoy seeing the replay of that one. It looked like it came off the bounce, so she had to really sort of time the header in such a way that she maneuvered the bounce.
Assist on the goal for California goes to number 22, Julia Leontini.
I'm sorry, that was Leontini with the cross.
Yeah.
Assist was given to Julia Leontini. That was a really, really good ball. Whipped in, and Noel Bonflasher.
The good goal is under video review.
Having a video review here for the call on the girl. In other parts of the world, they call it VAR, where they look and see whether it's a girl or not. It's a pensive sort of moment in the stadium as the mostly blue dawning crowd waiting to see whether their cheers were in vain or not.
Be heartbreaking if it gets called back, but offsides is offside, so I guess we'll wait and see.
Either way, Fontana, I mean, it serves to remind us of how quickly the game can change. Really, the Golden Bears, that was their first shot on target, right? Mm-hmm. It happened quickly. Really great cross. It eludes the front, the front post area, and at the back post, Bonflasher has a lot to do to put that in the back of the net to find it the right angle and the right pace. That's a high quality finish.
Yeah, I honestly remember her scoring a goal almost similarly a couple years ago. So definitely not her first goal like that, but that was really special.
Yeah, and the Cal Golden Bears, borrowing from the Dandytown Hornets, Bermuda, say special people do special things. Looks like there's an explanation that's being given. The body language is suggesting there may be disappointment for the Golden Bears. I'm not sure, but it looks like the referee is explaining what may have taken place.
I didn't know we had video footage.
Be interesting to see what was shown. The Gales are clapping, and they're saying it's no goal. They're saying it's no goal.
After video review, no goal. Offside.
Offside call.
Interesting.
Noel Bonflasher will still enjoy that replay of a really great finish, worthy of some social media attention and some perhaps goal of the week honors consideration, but it won't count. But certainly a warning to the Gales, who I think in many respects, were having the better part of the first 20 minutes. They should know that it doesn't take much for the tide to shift. And so we're back at 0-0 now in the 21st minute.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the Bears should definitely keep testing that weak side back post run, seeing success with Noel there. Hopefully next time it'll be onside, but oftentimes the weak side defender is the least engaged, and it's definitely something that teams prey upon.
And the reality is that it's nothing like seeing the ball hit the back of the net. Even when even if it doesn't count, as a goal scorer, I know in my playing career, Fontana, just doing the right thing, it bodes well for the rest of the match, right?
Yes, 100%, 100%.
It's about confidence, and that ball was confidently taken by Kate Platchey, sporting the gray and gold for the Gales. McManus for the Golden Bears wearing yellow, sort of matching the numbers of the Golden Bears. Klaus, Bonflascher. Dangerous ball.
Cleaned up nicely by Boone.
Balls have been put in really good areas by both teams. Spray it nicely. Finding Ennis to Sylvestrin. Barthel. This is going to be a fun one to watch, Fontana. This is going to be fun to watch. You can see, some intention, how both teams are approaching this. And there's intentionality. There is definitely attention to detail. You can see that there's been preparation as far as how they want to build the play. And this is free kick. It's in an interesting area. If you're a Gales fan, this is the types of opportunities that you want to see your team turn into a goal. Ball chipped in. A little strong there. Ball was taken by Kalia Gathright, but a little bit too close to McManus, who plays the ball to Leontini, and who finds Wright, controls the ball nicely, turns, and finds Lima, who's going to use her speed. Speed that is matched nicely by Amari Hicks. The roar from the Gales bench was suggesting that they anticipated that those types of one-on-ones would happen, and they were successful in doing what they had talked about doing to defend Lima. Hicks matching her in that moment, matching Lima in that moment, and winning the ball.
It's not every day that you see a player being able to keep up with Lima.
Yeah, that was good. I think the angle favored her a bit as far as being able to approach it, but that's what it's about as a defender. You don't have to be as fast as the press. It's about angles, it's about anticipation, and Hicks did well in that moment to meet the moment and win the tackle.
Number 13, Elise King, placing Reese Doherty.
Valise King joined the match for the first time, replacing Reese Doherty. King, number 13, has done well for the Golden Bears this season, coming on, bringing pace and guile, and she'll be looking to do that for the Golden Bears at this time, with Lima now winning the ball and turning. And running out of space is number 34, Maddie Lucas, coming across to defend Lima. Clearly, they have prepared to defend Lima. Every time Lima turns, there's one or two players that are on her, which is what you would expect when you're the leading goal scorer in the nation in Division I athletics. Leontini. Great tackle. Barthel does it all. Defending that one well. McManus missing that one. This is trouble for the Golden Bears. Opportunity for the Gales. Barthel playing the ball nicely into space to Toll. I'm enjoying watching the play of both teams here. It's just high quality. You're seeing where the ball's being played. I loved how Barthel won that tackle. Not the tallest or largest player on the pitch, but she got stuck in on that one. And then you see down the other side of the pitch, spraying the ball nicely, curling it into the path of her teammate. I mean, that's the type of ball you want as an attacker, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Floated in. McManus cleaning up nicely. It looks like there may have been a collision. Referee has stopped the clock.
Looked like she was holding her face. Maybe?
Yeah, it looked like it may have been just a bit of a collision as McManus came to get the ball. We don't want to speculate on what may have happened there, but it looks like she may have just been holding her eye or her head there, but looks like she's okay. I don't see any medical folks making way or being requested to come. Looks like she's been able to shake that off. Always good to see that. She's okay.
Just a little grass in the eye. She's okay.
So she's all right. Ball played to Boone. He's playing out of the back to Klaus. Von Flasher. Finding Leontini with a grass cutter. We call that a grass cutter. That ball just off the ground. Play it with pace. To Briggs, who finds King, who cuts inside. And once again, Amari Hicks looks like she is one to watch in the defense for the Gales. Class personified in the way she just cleaned that one up. That was a dangerous cut inside by King, but Hicks was equal to the task.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing to do. I always say that, forwards only have to succeed once. Defenders kind of have to succeed 100% of the time. And, as of now, she's, 10 for 10. She's been holding her own and really helping out the Gales so far. Yeah,
she's doing well. You're right. That's a great point. Spoken. I appreciate, I'm sure defenders listening and appreciate that framing of the challenge of what defenders face, right?
Yeah.
You're saying it as an attacker. It's true. You can miss a lot of opportunities and then you score one and everyone forgets, whereas a defender, all right, it's not like that. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, as a forward, you fail more than you succeed, whereas, you can't really fail as a defender. It happens, but,
And now you've had the opportunity to play, obviously attacking for most of the times I've seen you play, but I know at times you've also played like a wing-back-ish position, right? So you've had to do a little bit of both. So,
yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking you have some appreciation for both sides of the ball. It's good work by the Gales to win that back. Von Flasher looking over her shoulder, trying to accommodate for the fact that the ball was played in a dangerous area. The drop ball there. Referee was hit by the ball, so replay has started for drop ball. Hicks. Boone. I was actually at the match that these two teams played up at Memorial Stadium, now that I think about it, right? Early in the season.
Yeah.
Ball was played over to Hicks. Sorry, played over towards Lima, covered by Hicks. Yeah, the preseason match was played over at Memorial Stadium, up at the football stadium. King cutting that one out.
Yeah, it's always fun to play in that stadium.
It's a good ball. McManus. Good cut. Good work. That's danger! St. Mary's Gales are putting the ball in really dangerous positions. That's the third cross that has similarly asked major questions of the Golden Bears defense. And Fontana, I don't know about you, but I'm not sure how many times that question can be asked before there's an answer that says, yes, that's a goal scoring quality cross. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, those are the kind of, that's exactly what the Gales are definitely looking for. They just have been really unlucky, unfortunately, but they're definitely knocking at the door. So it's only a matter of time.
Good work. Beating King. This is lovely work there. Free kick in a dangerous area, 20 yards out. Ball comes off the arm of Leontini. And here's the reality. If that goal that Noel Von Flasher scored had counted, we would be saying it was, at this point, sort of a goal against the run of play. I mean, we're 30 minutes in, and the Golden Bears have had one shot, which was it went in the net, but it was considered offside. But other than that, the Gales have actually, to your point, been defending really well. And this is if you're a free kick taker, I mean, that's for a right-footed player,
Yeah.
Fontana, that's in the wheelhouse. I want that all day. Sylvestrin standing over it.
She actually scored a goal earlier against Bakersfield.
Free kick. Dangerous trouble. Sylvestrin want that one back. She ideally would want to find either the right or the left side, but it was actually over the top and in the center of the goal. She would like to take that again. I'm looking at that angle, and I want to find some boots. I want that. Don't you want that from that angle?
No, 100%. I mean, maybe on the other side it's double-footed, but
But that one, you have options. You can cut it to the near post. You can put it, to the back post, upper 90 both sides. I mean, that's Cristiano Ronaldo territory all day. That's Trent Alexander-Arnold. Give me some other players. That's
Beckham,
Mia
yep.
Fontana, all right? Alex Morgan. Speaking of Alex Morgan, we're going to give a shout-out again to the Cal great who retired from professional soccer on Saturday. But we want to give her a shout-out and just acknowledge, Alex's greatness. Alex has actually scored 45 goals for Cal in 4 seasons, Fontana, which, when you give context, she's actually 3rd all-time on the scoring list. King scoring it in. Leontini shooting. Good effort there. 45 goals in 4 years, Fontana. That's just over 11 goals, average of 11 goals a season, right? And she's 3rd on the list. I mean, Lima has, done well, right? 26 career goals, but she's got about 19 more to go. She's to catch Morgan for her Cal career.
yeah, I believe she just needs 4 more before she breaks joins the top 5. So yeah, we'll see what the season holds for her as well.
Von Flasher for decent touch, albeit not to her teammate, but a good touch on the ball with Lima turning. You see 6 red shirts amidst the Golden Bears players there. There's a swarming defensive strategy that the Gales have employed. And the best thing for them is probably that goal that was disallowed, because that's a wake-up call, right? That, for the Golden Bears, that was a bit of a sucker punch of making things happen against the run of play. And the Gales have been warned, because overall I think their strategy, as you see now, again, this suffocating defense, is bearing fruit. And now they're turning defense into attack. And shooting. Sydney Madar. Seems like she's just sort of got some sauce there. She's got some quick feet. '34th minute here at Wood Stadium. Score is 0-0 between the California Golden Bears and St. Mary's Gales. St. Mary Gales here. This is an evenly matched affair thus far, with both teams having opportunities. Though I think thus far one would have to say that the Gales will be really pleased with how they've defended and created some really good goal-scoring opportunities. 3 shots for the Gales, 3 corners, a couple of free kicks in dangerous areas, and a number of really testing crosses that they just haven't been able to get on the end of. Golden Bears similarly have had some opportunities. You would have missed a really well-taken finish by Noelle Bonflasher that, after video replay, was determined to be offside, but it was a great finish after a cross from Julia Leontini. But the Gales have found some joy down the left flank, and joy they are finding once again for Cross now. But it only goes as far as Boone, after Sylvestrin, their leading goal scorer, attempts to be provider. I like Emma Barthel. I like her game. I like her game. She's in and around a lot of good things.
Yeah, she's been really good at just winning those second balls today.
Yeah. Emma Barthel is a graduate student from Dublin, Ohio. A Dublin Kaufman High School product. From back to front, you can see that the Gales are well coached, they're disciplined, they have a game plan, and they're executing it. Kenley Whitaker, haven't said her name yet, but she's on the pitch, freshman who's come on. Leontini shooting. Ambitious. A good thought. Kenley Whitaker has done some good things for the Golden Bears in a couple of games that she's been on the pitch.
Substitution onto the field for the Gales. Number 30, Taylor Mendoza, placing Tessa Silvestrin.
Taylor Mendoza has come on, a 5'4" forward. She's a graduate student from Fresno, California, has come on to replace number 7, Tessa Silvestrin. Leontini finds Kloss. Sorry.
Yeah, I played with Mendoza a little bit, I think, growing up, and she's always had a great shot. So we'll see that today. But yeah.
All right, Fontana with some inside knowledge. Taylor Mendoza, you played with her, and a Clovis North High School product. And word from Fontana says that she has a good shot. And does she have a Fontana from Montana like Callan? Folks, you got to go look it up. Mia Fontana, like I said, against Stanford at the farm, if I remember correctly, right? I think you scored it at Stanford. A 1-0 win for Cal, maybe about 3 years ago. I remember that. And the commentator said, Fontana from Montana. And again, she's not from Montana, but she can bang a Mia from long distances is really the point that the commentator made, and we agree that's been our trademark name. At least I don't know if do others call you that, or is that just me?
No, it's just you, but I love it. I love it.
I love it. I want to make sure that people always put respect on Burlingame, but Fontana from Montana is our thing for life, right?
Yes. Yeah, that goal was definitely one of my favorites for my career here. So appreciate you keeping it alive.
Oh yeah, we can't forget greatness. Kloss to Bonflasher to Leontini to Lima, opportunity to shoot! If Lima puts that back post, she's leading the way in celebration, but she took a look and then placed it near post. The goalkeeper was able to the task. Barthel playing that ball a little bit too soft. You love to see that. If you are a Golden Bears fan, you should know that there was a cheer being led by Victoria Jones and Sophia Keel, 2 first-year students, supporting their team. That's the type of team spirit that you need, because I sort of mentioned earlier, the home field advantage really hasn't materialized as it relates to the noise or the cheering from the fans. And so, when you got your teammates on the bench who are helping to get the crowd in the game, I think that speaks to perhaps some of the positive vibes and the continuity in this in Neil McGuire squad.
Yeah, hearing the fans is always so impactful. I think it is. It's always hard on a Thursday. A lot of the students have school, or other teams are traveling, and or even people have work. And so so sometimes we don't hear the fans as much on the Thursdays, but that was great right there.
It's interesting. I mean, not only do these kids have school, Fontana, but like our student athletes at Cal, they're taking some serious classes. This is a dangerous opportunity there. Could be trouble. No. Whoa.
Interesting call.
Whoa. That's an interesting call there. I'm surprised by that. Okay. Penalty has been given. I inadvertently said no because I was just surprised. That was a stunning call to me. But penalty has been called, and it looked like maybe even a yellow card given. Penalty to the Gales.
I can't see who's taking this.
Looks like that might be Brianna Salvetti, who the coach mentioned is leading goal scorer from last year, standing over the ball. And it's there. Go, 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 go! Gales. Looked like that may have been Brianna Salvetti. who scored from the penalty spot, wheels away to celebrate with her teammates.
Converted from the penalty spot by number 21, Brianna Salvetti. Comes in the 40th minute.
First goal of the season for Salvetti. Her coach mentioned that she is a goal scorer. Mentioned her as a goal scorer who had not scored yet, and today she scores and bows to her teammate, celebrating a 1-0 lead for the Gales.
Onto the field for the first time today, number 2 of the Bears, Asha McGlynn, placing Carly Lima.
That was an interesting penalty call. But nevertheless, the Gales are leading 1-0.
And I think there's those moments like when you're in the box and, it's kind of a 50-50, like might as well fall. Like you never know, right? And that's definitely, sometimes you got to play to the referee, right? And so, yeah, the Gales will definitely take that one.
Boone looking to move forward. You see the enthusiasm and perhaps even a little bit of frustration, trying to turn into something positive. The cross is a great cross. Whitaker one step back. Good work by the Golden Bears. Really good response. Whitaker rose majestically. Needed to just get her head on it, power it down, get it down. Wasn't able to make contact. The score remains 1-0 to the Gales.
Yeah. Kenley's gotten so close the last couple of games. I really can't wait for her to score.
And she says that she has a goal scoring celebration as well. That
really?
I look forward to seeing her unveil. Yeah, she says she has one. I saw her celebration when she got an assist, so
yeah.
I expect that the goal scoring celebration will be special as well. Look at her, she's beating players. She does that well. She's cutting inside, and she's earned a penalty. Whitaker has earned a penalty. I have given her a nickname, I don't know by the way, but I call her Witty Whitaker. And that was some fancy footwork by Whitaker, who found some joy and some space, and then was clipped in the box there. And there is a penalty. And the referee is looking at video replay of this one. And the Bears are asking questions, wondering if there would have been video replay of the first one.
Right. It's only fair.
And there's frustration. They're trying to stay calm, but there's definitely a growing rumbling from the Golden Bears players.
Leontini just struggling.
These are the moments where you have to remain composed.
Yep.
For both teams. One of the things that in the pre-match intel that we got from the Golden Bears staff, they talked about this rivalry, right? That it's a rivalry, even though it may not be played up in the same way that the Stanford Cal or even the Stanford, Cal Stanford, matches are played up. This has a rivalry feel to it. They didn't want to get caught up in the emotions of it, and so they have to make sure they maintain.
After video review, the call on the field is confirmed.
Yeah, it might not have the same feel as a Golden Bears Santa Clara rivalry, but this is a rivalry.
Yes, definitely 100%. Yeah.
Julia Leontini. Placci in goal. Leontini to take the penalty. Saved. King scoring. Great save. That was an excellent save by Placci. Diving to her right.
California.
That was an excellent save.
Great save.
Yeah, those moments aren't easy, especially for keepers. Just definitely super like anxiety ridden. I know I couldn't do it, but excellent work.
Placci being embraced by her teammates after an excellent save, dive into her right, low. Leontini struck the ball well. It was a height that, as a goalkeeper, you don't mind it at that height, but it was struck well, and she chose the right direction and was able to get a strong right hand on it to push the ball out. And Valise King sought to try to screw it back, but the Gales' defense, once again, a theme that has emerged, and you teed us up with this, that they are well coached, particularly defensively. And their 1-0 lead is preserved by the outstretched hand of Kate Platchey. Mari Hicks, good work defensively. Would have liked to have prevented a corner, I imagine, but did enough to see off King. The Golden Bears have a corner. The Leontini stands over, looking to whip it in for a left foot. And then decides to whip it in for a right foot, which always amazes me that you can take a corner with both feet.
Yeah,
some of us
really
can't
impressive.
do that. I'm not sure if you can, but I'm not that great with my left that I can do that.
A little overhit.
Back to Leontini. Stop and go, that's good work. Good defense.
One minute remaining in the half.
McLean, Asha McLean is on the pitch. Made a couple of interceptions, a header earlier, and sought to play that one to a teammate, but was only able to block it as far as the end line. Just under 30 seconds to go for this first half.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Score, 1-0.
Halftime score, St. Mary's 1, California 0.
1-0 to St. Mary's, who were jogging off the pitch, scored by Brianna Silvetti for the Gales. And Golden Bears also had a penalty that was saved ably by the goalkeeper, Kate Platchey, after a foul on Kenley Whitaker. Golden Bears also had a goal that was disallowed for offside after a replay by Noelle Bonflasher. Goal was scored and disallowed after Noelle Bonflasher put it in the back of the net, but replay denied that goal. And so the score is 1-0 to the Gales, and this is going to be an exciting second half. Your thoughts, Fontana?
Yeah, I mean, it is 1-0. It could easily be, different. And I think the Gales definitely want to, keep the pressure up and, maintain their 1-0 lead, if not get more. We may see them kind of towards the latter half go towards a low block as they try to protect this lead, as they've been really strong defensively so far.
Ball played into Lima. Tried to block it, but was only able to bump into Emmy Ennis. And it's a free kick to the Gales. Interestingly poised match here. 1-0 to the Gales. As you mentioned, it seems like both teams have had their moments But this second half, I anticipate, you may anticipate some similar themes with the Gales' defense that was very strong in the first half. I'm imagining that the Golden Bears, would have gotten some strong messages about how they want to approach this. What are your thoughts, based on having been in the changing room for the Golden Bears for a number of years and knowing the staff? What do you think that the message was from Coach Neil McGuire to the team?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of it was just precision. I think the Bears definitely could have been a little bit more precise in their passing this last half. As well as, just winning those 50-50 balls. Those really do change a game and just really brings a lot of energy as well.
As a player, Fontana, what would you be looking to do? I mean, you're watching this match. You have the eyes of an analyst, of a color commentator, but also you're a player, right? And so if you were coming on in the second half looking to be a game changer, what would you be looking to exploit based on what you've seen?
I think Cal needs to, not stray away from, what makes them special. They definitely have had success getting down the line, crossing it in, finding that weak side open. And, I think they strayed away from that a little bit. Definitely they're going to keep doing that throughout this half.
And if you're in the Gales locker room, what type of message do you think that they got from Coach Roy McNolo?
Definitely a positive one, I'd argue. Their defense, again, has just been really locked down, and I think they've also had really great, attacking opportunities. Also, down the line, crossing it in as well. And I think she definitely wants them to, keep staying strong in those situations as well.
Free kick opportunity for the Golden Bears, taken by Leontini. Had it there. We couldn't tell from our angle whether that one was going on the girls' side or outside the post. A really good header by Campbell Carroll. Find the back post area open and available, and the ball falling nicely to Campbell.
Yeah, she definitely got the height. Yeah, I'm really proud of her, honestly. It's really hard as a freshman, coming in and especially playing defensively. She's adjusted to it really well. I think as a freshman, coming from club to college is definitely a big jump, and she's really handled it with a lot of grace.
What are the differences, from club to college soccer when you think about the transition? Perhaps we've got some young players out there who are watching. What are some of the main things that are the difference makers between someone who's able to make the adjustment well and someone who may struggle a little bit?
Yeah, it's definitely, a faster pace game, as well as you are playing, as a freshman with older women, and who've also been playing, college soccer for the last, couple years. And so it's definitely something that takes a minute to get adjusted to. But, for, Cam's example, has really just stepped into it really well.
Kenley Whitaker has remained on, again, the second half start. Didn't start the match, but I talked about the nickname that I have done on going Kenley Witty Whitaker. But it sounds like there's also another name that's rivaling in the team. Tell the audience about that.
Yeah, so after the Santa Clara game earlier this year, I got to meet her parents, and they had custom jackets that said, in Cal colors, of course, said Burkenley. So, people have been calling her by that a little bit, which I love.
Burkenley, I love it. For those who don't know, Berkeley has made an impact on the periodic table, right? And, two elements, if you will, on the periodic table. And so maybe after 3 more years, Burkenley may make its way, right?
Exactly.
Always good to be able to see the support for our student athletes. Raga, to folks who are here cheering on the Golden Bears. It's about the beautiful game and the community that supports our student athletes. And so for those that are watching, we appreciate you joining this broadcast here from Goldman Field at Edwards Stadium, where the score is 1-0 to the Gales here in the 51st minute. Gales leading after a well-taken penalty. by the Gales. In the 40th minute, they scored through Brianna Silvetti. Bonflasha finding Whitaker. Whitaker is through. This is a chance for Whitaker. Whitaker's shot is saved. Whitaker is knocking Whitaker. The opportunities are coming. She was through. She was on side. Hard and low probably would have gotten that one done. You're a left-footed player. You saw that. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely when you want to keep on the ground, sneak past the keeper. But that'll just come with experience and more years of her, playing. I mean, I think that she'll definitely want that one back. But I mean, I'm happy that she's getting in the right places.
Another really good save by Kate Platchey, who you have to acknowledge is the difference at this point in the match. Penalty save in the first half, saving the penalty from Leontini, and a number of really good saves, including that last one where she was able to thwart Whitaker. Briggs with the cutout. Bonflasha. Sorry. Release King to Lima, who's squaring. That ball could have gone anywhere. Deflected. Whitaker using a little bit of trickery again. Finds Kloss nicely. Kloss is shooting, and that one is skewed wide by Kloss. Good work by Whitaker. Has her hands on her hips. Working hard, perhaps a little frustrated, maybe still thinking about that last opportunity, but also trying to do what's best for the team and setting up Kloss for that shot. You have to have a short memory as a striker. When you miss if you miss a goal, you miss a penalty. What's the mindset? When you miss, how long does it take for a player to? I know obviously not everyone's not the same, but for you, did it take a while to get over a miss like that?
I mean, yeah, that's something I've definitely had to work on. Like I'm pretty hard on myself, and it definitely affects. Like if you can definitely get into your head during these games.
Felice King creating space, turned the corner with great energy. She ghosted past the defender, but then it was good recovery there by the Gales, and good coverage. The ball ricocheted off of King, and it's a goal kick for the Gales. Loose touch there.
Yeah, King's been great in those scenarios this season. I'm really proud of her so far.
Kenley Whitaker crossing in. Boone to Leontini to Briggs. A little bit of adversity here if you're a Golden Bears fan. If you're a Gales fan, this is exactly how you would like to see the match playing out. I think for both teams, it's actually a really great opportunity in the second half to show, some poise and the capacity to finish this match. I imagine the Gales are looking for a professional display in the second half. To see this out, or perhaps get a second that would potentially, make it very, very difficult to get a result for the Golden Bears. Whereas, the Golden Bears, I think, are trying to get on the score sheet as early as possible to facilitate perhaps not just a tie, but a win. I think they'll have to try to make sure they don't get frustrated. I think that's the thing, right? You can see there's, earlier comments that we got from the staff was about maintaining poise, and you can see some of the frustrations maybe that from the players as they awaited the VAR or the review for the penalty, and so it'll be interesting to see whether they're able to maintain their poise and how the Gales are able to also finish the second half. Lima battling, working, wins the ball. Lima doing a lot of work to earn a corner. She looked like she was on a a race car track, circling the leg in there, circling around, winning the ball, trying to cross, and winning. I mean, that was amazing athleticism and persistence.
California substitutions. Returning to the match, number 8, Alexis Wright, and making her first appearance, number 9, Ari Manrique.
Alexis Wright on the pitch. Manrique on the pitch for the first time today.
And Kenley Whitaker.
Kenley Whitaker making way, as well as Valise King, who comes off for a breather. Cross with the flick. Campbell Carroll. After Klaus. Alexis Wright having to get on her horse to save that one. Ran out a bit of real estate, was actually caught offside. Well paired by Barthel. Ball makes his way to Tessa Silvestrin. Silvestrin once again gets the best of Briggs. Lima battling on both sides. Trouble. Corner, Golden Bears. Sorry, corner, Gales.
Corner kick, St. Mary's.
That's some really good work by Tessa Silvestrin again. This time, well, done left flank, but the other side of the pitch this time, but saw a similar scenario around the same time in the first half. And folks don't get the best of Skylar Briggs very often. That was well done by Silvestrin. Hats off to Silvestrin on that one again.
It's great work by Kelly right there.
And now the corner for the Gales. This is exactly how the Gales would have liked to have responded to some early pressure in the second half from the Bears. The Gales have now earned 2 corners in quick succession in the 60th minute. Leontini rises high. Fake shot. It's a little off target. Ball sailing over the top. Goal kick, Golden Bears. Man to Leontini. It's Manrique seeking to find Manrique. Fontana, I haven't watched a number of Cal's matches, all of their matches for the most part, in the broadcast booth, and watching them either in person or online. I've seen passages of play out of the back where they have been able to move the ball sort of how they want to. This match, I feel like the Gales had a sense of what the Golden Bears have done and have tried to neutralize some of the things that they've done in other matches. I'm not sure if that's something you've observed, but I haven't mentioned some of the midfielders' names for the Golden Bears as much. In other matches, it seemed like they were bossing the midfield a bit more. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? I don't want to. That could be just my eye, but I wonder if you're seeing anything similar to that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the St. Mary's midfield is definitely marking Cal's midfield pretty tightly, as well as really pressing Cal's outside backs, making it really hard for them to build out as they traditionally do. I'm interested to see how Cal aims to solve this throughout the half.
Carly Lima with space is perhaps one option.
Yes.
Monrique making a run. Lima. That's really good defending. It's a corner. Lima has run across defenders in similar situations with great ease in other settings.
Yeah.
Not for the first time today. She has met an able match in Amari Hicks, so I hope it's okay there. She's looked like maybe getting stretched out, but hopefully she's okay. She has played well and has been a key cog in this Gales defense that you told us is formidable.
Yes.
Glad to see Hicks on her feet.
Yes.
The Gales will be pleased to have her defense. She has done exceptionally well, and I'm glad to see her. We're glad to see her back on her feet as Leontini whips the ball in short. This opportunity for Claus, who's shooting. Looked like may have taken a deflection.
Corner kick, California.
Taken short. Lima back to Leontini. Leontini, screen. Right, passing the Claus, chips it over. Multiple Bears there, square back. It's it. It's there. Go, 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 Golden Bears. Persistence pays off for the Golden Bears, who have been knocking and have gotten a reward in the 64th minute.
Comes in the 64th minute. California 1, St. Mary's 1.
It looks like the statisticians are trying to get a sense of who scored that one. It was a bit of a go-mouth scramble. We're waiting for word on who scored that. But I'm not sure the Golden Bears care as much as they do the fact that they've got an equalizer at a critical time in a match that St. Mary's Gales have come and been blow for blow, punch for punch, equal to the task. And so it seems like there's just relief for the Golden Bears fans, whereas there's resolution for the Gales, who have taken the ball back now and are seeking to find another way to get ahead. Your thoughts on the goal, Fontana?
I mean, I just love to see how relentless they are. You can see that they've been playing balls in a little bit faster, and because, they only have 45 minutes. And just really winning those 50-50s, like I said, really made all the difference right there.
I think they're going to need a replay of sorts to figure out who scored that one. It looked like it may have come off of one of the players as the goalkeeper sought to clear it out. It looked like it was maybe like a deflection that ran into the net. But in many respects, the fact that there is no individual name is actually probably appropriate, that it was really a team goal. You got the sense that the Golden Bears had an urgency to try to get an equalizer after a couple of other opportunities that hadn't gone their way. And the pace and even the mood in the stadium,
Yes.
for those of us in the building, there was a lethargy, if you will, right? There was a settling in. I think the Gales were experiencing this. They were holding on to a lead and perhaps were positioning themselves to just sort of, see the game out.
Yeah.
And the Golden Bears needed a spark or a shot in the arm, and that just happened with a goal in the 62nd minute or so there. And this time, Victoria Jones and Sophia Keel are joined by other teammates who are getting the fans up on their feet and cheering. You gotta love that. You gotta love that as a teammate. You gotta appreciate the support of every person on your roster contributing.
For the Golden Bears, number 13, Valise King, facing Ari Manrique.
This is gonna be a fun final 23 minutes. This is going to be fun. I anticipate there's going to be at least one more goal. That's my guess, Fontana. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, why not two? Let's see. Yeah.
Oh, that's good work. I've said it before.
Yep.
I've said her name, Barthel. Emma Barthel, folks, Dublin, Ohio native. I've enjoyed watching how she plays the midfield position today. Carol, heavy touch that led her to have to try to square the ball forward, but only as far as the Gales, who then lose it to Leontini, who finds Bonflasher. Not a lot of options. Throwing into the Gales, closed down by number 21, Brianna Salvetti, the goal scorer, who scored from the penalty spot. The Gales' leading goal scorer last year, who has opened up her account for the 2024 season. Stroking the ball in, past goalkeeper McManus. When you're a goal scorer, you don't care how it's scored, right? You'll take a penalty, whatever it takes, but it's just seeing the ball hit the back of the net. Did you take many penalties, Fontana? Have you taken a penalty in your college career?
Honestly, no. I've never been a good PK taker. It's funny. I used to take them all the time in club, but you miss one and then it's like it haunts you for forever.
Fontana. We believe in you. You got the juice.
Of course.
Free kick. Leontini standing over the ball in interesting position. Referee using a little bit of shaving cream or whatever they have in the can there to signal a 10-yard distance between the ball and the wall, the human wall. So Leontini looks to curl in for right foot. Chipped in, dinked in. Goes as far as Klaus, who's shooting. Klaus, McMahon, Alexis right. Screwing for right foot, left foot, sorry, that's a really good cross by Wright. Good work by Alexis Wright. Beats her defender and then puts the ball in a really good location. I think you'd be impressed. I'm not sure if she's left-footed like that, but to be able to cross the ball well like that, I think is something that to be admired, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I love about Lex. She's really almost like ambidextrous. Like, she can really play on either side of the field and really does a great job either way, especially just taking on when players one-on-one this season so far.
This is Barthel. I tell you what I think about Barthel. She's a baller. Barthel the baller finds number 31. Ball squared in there by Sydney Ada. Good touch. That's good. Good touch. Pass wasn't quite there, but Good touch at the left. Golden Bears seeks to mount another attack. Nice pass by Bonflasher. Confident touches and passes in the midfield. Out to the flank, then back inside. Lima using strength. Lima is playing like a senior member of this team. Briggs.
A little miscommunication there.
70th minute, we're in the 71st minute actually. Just under 20 minutes to go. Mia Fontana, AKA Fontana, who can bang a Mia from Montana.
Returning to the game, number 36.
Believes we're going to have at least maybe 2 girls in the second half. So we're going for 20 minutes for 2 girls. So you don't want to go anywhere, folks. I know you got other options that you could be, looking at, scrolling to other games you could be watching, but this is not a match you want to turn away from. It's been well played. Both teams battling. Both teams showing a commitment to win. Leontini for Chip. Finds Bonflasher. Bonflasher banks it! Go, 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 Golden Bears! Noel Bonflasher with the celebration as well. As if to say the first one was offside, this one is going to be out of this world.
California goal, number 39, Noel Bonflasher.
She banged that one home, Fontana.
71st minute.
No, she put a little spice on that one.
Referee is going to
St. Mary's 1.
Another video check.
Referee Nick Bolser has been pretty active in the reviews.
The call of a good goal is under video review.
That one, you could tell it meant something to Bonflasher. Could you tell?
Yeah.
It was a really smart little flick by Leontini. It looked like she may have been side on Bonflasher with the defender. She was determined, and once she had the ball in her view, you could tell from her positioning and the technique that she was stroking that one home. There was a intentionality. Could you see that?
Yeah, it was very, very intentional. She was like, this one's hitting the net. Yeah.
You could see it. You could see it. The Gales are together, preparing for whatever the result is from the review. They have been resolute. They have been disciplined. They have battled. I'm thinking that they will be hoping that this goal is disallowed as well. The Golden Bears are clapping and celebrating this time as Noel Bonflasher
The call on the field is confirmed.
has the confirmation that she and her teammates have been hoping for. 2-1 Golden Bears.
I'm so happy for Noelle. You know, this is a really big game for her because she did have a injury last time she faced St. Mary's a couple years ago, and I think it's just a really special moment for her. Nice little full circle moment.
Her first goal, I believe, of the season, and an important goal to get the Golden Bears out in front. And she's not a person that really shows a lot of emotion, but you saw that come out of her, that one. There was a determination, a resolve. And you can see that same determination and resolve from the Gales. Sydney Midday, Sydney Midday, I've enjoyed seeing her play. She just nips about,
I have too.
and she's energetic. You can tell, always trying to do the positive right thing. You can tell that they're not going to go down without a fight.
Not at all.
But 28 minutes to go. This is a really good test, though, for both teams. Really good test. Great time of the season for these teams to be playing each other. The Gales in the WCC conference. Golden Bears about to engage in ACC play. This is a timely match for both teams. Gales looking to get a third win of the season. The Golden Bears hoping that this will be their 7th. Lima is a pest to defenders and wins it back. I mean, that's the stuff that you're watching this and you're saying, she's a player that I want on my team at every level.
Yeah.
Right? At every level. Alexis Wright doing well down the left flank as well. Referee deciding that advantage was not to the Golden Bears.
Yeah, I mean, that worked
Calls
from,
it back.
Yeah, that work from Carly right there is just something you honestly, you can't really teach that. That just comes, honestly, just like from within, and that, you know, just determination to score.
And determination to battle for her team, right? Because I mean, perhaps that could lead to a goal scoring opportunity, but there's this resolve that she's sort of, going to grab the game and the ball by the scruff of the skin of the ball, if you will, and say, I'm gonna get this back, right? Neil Maguire coaching from the sideline there. You heard him say, let it go, let it go. Always good when when you know the voice of your coach and the coach is giving you some intel. What would the coaching staff of the Gales be perhaps saying to the team now? Any thoughts on the approach?
I mean, the momentum has definitely changed a little bit, you know, since that second goal. I think the Gales definitely want to, you know, keep doing what they've been doing in the first half and just getting down the line and finding their key players.
You anticipate that the Gales are going to have at least another opportunity. They've created opportunities throughout the match. They've found some places where they've been able to exploit or at least try to make inroads with the Golden Bears on the Golden Bears defense. I think, you know, you teed us up well in talking about the defense of the Gales. That what you say has still been solid overall. I don't know your thoughts on that, but one can imagine that there may be another opportunity or two that the Gales will create based on their earlier efforts.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Gales have always been really dangerous on the counterattack. I know that they gave Stanford a couple scares, you know, last game in that. And the Cal defense is definitely going to be wary of that as the game continues, and they try to hold on to this 2-1 lead.
And making her first appearance today for the Gales, number 8, Molly Silva.
And when you're trying to get an equalizer, bringing on Tessa Silvestrin, it's never a bad thing for the Gales. Silvestrin already has 4 goals on the season and has looked dangerous down the left flank on multiple occasions for the Gales, and also making an appearance for the first time. A freshman from Sacramento, California, McClatchy High School. You're coming on in the 75th minute with 15 minutes to go. Fresh legs, fresh year student at a university. These are the moments that you dream about as a young soccer player. Good interplay between Briggs and King. Briggs. Questions asked. And the answer is no to a penalty.
Corner kick.
But a corner kick nevertheless. Referee Bozer was on top of that one, confidently signaling for a corner. Corner, Leontini. Bob Flasher slipping down there. Skylar Briggs. Skylar Briggs. Does that name say enough? Skylar Briggs. That's typical Skylar Briggs, getting stuck in. Boone.
Amazing work by Boone there, just finding the elbow and just slowing Silvestrin down.
That was, we talked about Amari Hicks in the first half for the Gales. That was Courtney Boone accidents as well. That wasn't an easy assignment. One-on-one, you're really the last defender, and you have to use strength and guile and a little bit of fight. There's definitely some hand interplay between both players, and you're right on that edge where you don't want to also give away a free kick.
Of course.
And she was able to do it all in that moment. Accent defending.
Yeah, Boone's one of those like defenders that like in training like always hard to go against. Like I'm always, like every time I have to go against her.
Do you enjoy going up against Boone in training?
Oh, I do. It's always a great battle. She always makes my life difficult. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, it's a lot of work that you all put in on the training ground, right? And folks just see the 90 minutes out here, but you all are working. Some student athletes have just working in class, of course, but then extracurricular activities, training. Campbell Carroll. It's good work by Carroll. Yeah, folks take for granted all that you all as student athletes do in class, on the field, off the field, taking care of your responsibilities, managing your social lives. You mentioned Memorial Stadium and how you enjoy playing at Memorial Stadium. The California Golden Bears, the football team that is, will be playing on Saturday evening at 7:30. That should be a good one for folks to check out. The Golden Bears are 2-0 after a win on the weekend against Auburn. I don't know if you saw that, if you watched that, but I'm sure many folks did, and it was a really exciting outcome for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great win for them. I know last year Auburn came here, and unfortunately the Bears did not win that game. So winning this year was definitely super exciting for them.
And so it's not too late to get your tickets to that game, 7:30 at Memorial Stadium. You talked about enjoying playing up there. It's a beautiful place to play, a Saturday night game. And we encourage you to come out as the Golden Bears play San Diego State, 7:30 this Saturday night. If you're in the Bay Area or want to book a quick flight or jump in your car, come on up. Lots of good things happening. There will also be another match tomorrow here at the same pitch, 4 p.m., as the Cal men's soccer team have a match as well. And you want to come out and see Coach Leonard Griffin and his team, who have been battling as well, traveled to the East Coast recently, where they lost in the last match 2-1 to NC State. But they play tomorrow against SMU, their new ACC comrades. And so that should be a good one as they host for the first time at home an ACC opponent for the Cal men's soccer program. Which ACC team are you most excited about the Golden Bears playing, particularly in soccer, women's soccer? Who are you looking forward to playing and seeing the team play against?
Gosh, honestly, I'm really excited for the UNC and Duke home games that are coming up later in October. Those will be really fun. I know we played UNC last season in one of our first preseason games.
That was great work by Felice King. Felice King turned and ghosted past 3 defenders. That was amazing. Lima's down, and that's not what the Golden Bears would want to see at this point in the match, in their season. That's Carly Lima getting some attention from her teammates. It's quiet in the stadium as they check on her. Lima was stretching for that one, trying to make a cross after some good work by Felice King. Looks like a teammate, looks like Leontini is just stretching her out a little bit.
Hopefully it's just a little cramp.
Players are getting hydrated. We're in the 80th minute. 74 degrees. It's beautiful. It's sunny. These women have been working hard. And Lima's on her feet and jogging. A collective sigh of relief and a sort of clap of gratitude serenades the stadium as Lima's presence up on her feet, her physical well-being is a priority.
Yeah.
And the reality is that this team knows the significance of Carly Lima in her senior year and how well she's played thus far. And so it's great to see her on her feet. We want to make sure that all student athletes know we care about their well-being, and certainly this crowd has shown that today with each of the players who have gone down for any length of time. It's the first time I've seen Barthel with a bare touch all game. She's been amazing. Restart. 80th minute, score is 2-1. The Golden Bears are leading after a deflected goal. Looked like the goalkeeper tried to clear it after a goal mouth scramble that bounced off of someone. We're not sure who. And then the well-bound flasher, but the Gales have an opportunity with Sylvestrin. He made a good run. It was blocked. Went as far as Barthel, who sought to shoot. Lima finds King, who finds Lima. Lima doing all she can. That one was a little bit too far out front for even Lima, who has speed that could suggest she could trade in her soccer cleats for some spikes and be running for the Cal track and field program. Coach Robin Johnson.
I know she ran track in high school and holds a lot of her school records, so, you know, there's that.
So here's the question that maybe our audience wants to know a little bit about. You know, do you have to be really, really fast to be a great soccer player, Fontana? Are you blessed with speed?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I would argue, yeah. I'm pretty fast when I need to be.
When you need to be? Okay.
I keep up with Carly. Like, okay, well, trail Carly. Sorry.
Okay. All right. You got some wheels.
But no, I mean, I don't think you have to be the fastest player, you know, on the team. A lot of it, I mean, half of soccer, most of it is intellect and understanding the game and your soccer IQ. And of course, you have to be, to some degree, athletic. But yeah, most of it, you can get a long way with just being just a very intellectual player.
Leontini. Little subtle little swerves of the body that create space. That's when you talk about soccer IQ. Good work of Klaus, Leontini, Carroll. It's a good ball. It's a dangerous ball. It's well headed defensively by Gathright, who has played well today. Corner to the Golden Bears.
California.
It's Cal's 7th corner, 7 shots. By contrast, the Gales have had 6 shots and 5 corners as Leontini makes her way to the corner flag to take this corner.
No, that was just a great little showcase of like the speed that not even just Carly has, but like Valise King also has. I mean, I think if you want to look at the GPS numbers, she's right up there with Carly.
Crossing in for Leontini. Falls to Von Flash's feet, but sort of caught her by surprise. You mentioned the GPS. Folks should know that there's your weird devices that track how far you run in a match. How far do you typically travel in a match? Fontana. Keely was talking about her numbers and the miles. Keely Roy, also part of our broadcast team, who's making her way to Austria.
Yeah, yeah.
Heading to Austria. So excited for her. She's trading in the booth for the boots, putting them back on. And so we're excited to have Fontana from Burlingame, fucking Canadian from Montana, if you need her to, with us in the booth, doing a great job, bringing that color commentary and insights. Do you know how far you typically run in a match?
Honestly, I mean, it really depends. I mean, I think obviously the midfielders cover a ton of mileage. Not exactly sure. What was Keely's?
It's escaping, but I think she said like 10, 11 miles at times,
Wow.
I think. Yeah. I mean, it's funny because I remember joking with her that, she has the capacity to run a half marathon, which she did before one of our broadcasts, and in fact, because she does it on the pitch, right? So Leontini picks up the ball in the box. Leontini battling, a little bit of shoulder to shoulder. Referee calls that one a foul. 5 minutes to go, 5.5 minutes to go. At this point, the score is 2-1. If you're the Golden Bears, what are you thinking, Fontana? Is this you're seeing it out and trying to win 2-1, or are you trying to get a third? For the Gales, their approach as well.
I mean, I think with getting down to 5 minutes left, it's really just about, game management. It's sometimes not the pretty part of the game, but the necessary, especially, to just secure a win that's with like a 2-1 lead that's still really tight.
Garthright and King both getting stuck in. Garthright coming off the worst of that exchange, making her way to her feet and limping that one off. Garthright has played well. She's from Cypress, California. She's a Washington State transfer. A senior. Her head coach spoke highly of her before the match as well as another person that has added significant to their program. I've been impressed by the Gales today. Garthright seeking to try to keep up with Lima, who squares it nicely. The ball is headed over. If you're the Golden Bears, you're not upset about that. You're taking your time. Leontini making her way to the corner flag,
California.
jogging. Some people will be walking to kill more time, but she gave a little jog. We'll see what type of corner exchange the Golden Bears engage in here, and it looks like they're seeking to
That's the game
just
management.
kill game management, but that didn't go so well as it got out of there pretty quickly. But only as far as Bonflecha. It's blocked by the Gales. Gales seeking to win the ball back and create another opportunity. Ball finds Noel Bonflecha, seeking to dribble it into the corner. Into the 87th minute. Strong ops by both midfielders. Call there. Perhaps to the chagrin of the Gales. I would have probably been a little more frustrated if I was the Gales because I felt like Briggs that free kick. But I think the Gales would have been thinking that perhaps,
Yeah, play the advantage.
yeah, advantage could have been played there. But that's a veteran play, right? You want to maintain possession. A lot can happen in a short time. But with 3 minutes or with 2.5 minutes to go, every second counts. And so the Golden Bears earn a free kick through Scotty Briggs there. Just earns a bit of reprieve. The further the ball is away from the goal, the more difficult it is to score. Similarly for the Gales, they'll be looking to mount an attack as Garthright stands over this ball and prepares to perhaps play it long, which she does. Looking for a flick on, which is a good one. McManus is coming for it. This is the game management that you talked about. Goalkeeper takes their time when you're leading 2-1. The Gales will be looking to win this back, and they do. Golden Bears looking to clear the ball much quicker these days, but that one did not go as far as Von Flash would have hoped. Campbell Carroll. Good work by the Gales, number 8, Molly Silva. Smart play by Alexis Wright. Ball is won by Barthel. Boone is clearing. McMahon is a sophomore who plays like a senior.
Yeah, I'm really glad to see her get more minutes
1 minute. 1 minute remaining in the
this
half.
season. It's really deserving.
This may be the chance if you talked about. That's a dangerous cross. It's not over. Ball is knocked back into the box. As far as Leontini, who kicks the ball deep down the field. Celebrations from the Golden Bears crowd. And Von Flasher does likewise. 20 seconds to go.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.